Welcome welcome to the present. Before we get into the conversation of Gabriel Magalet, do me that kind favor, like the video. Very, very important. If you're new here, please subscribe and do not forget to turn on your notification bell one more time. Like the video, subscribe if you're new here, and make sure you turn on your notification bell. I've been saying a lot of narratives surrounding the fact that Gabriel was culpable for the goal against Brighton. The space between Gabriel and Saliba was that gaping. We shouldn't be allowing that. First of all, let's stop it. Let's stop it. We've been playing like that for the last two seasons, where there is a space between the central defense, and we don't get caught out for it. Now we act as if players from other teams are scrubs. Other teams have good players. It's just unfortunate we conceded from that chance. See, the goal is to limit the chances of others of the whoever team we are playing against. It's impossible that we can stop them from creating chances. It's impossible. Like, the goal is not just to make a mistake. The goal is to make lesser mistake than your opponent. It's impractical. It's impossible to think that we can play throughout the game and won't make mistakes. Even managers will tell you it's impossible, it's not practical. But the goal is to make lesser mistake than your position. Brighton are a good team. Wolves are a good team. Arsenal are a good team. They are not a bunch of scrubs. It's unfortunate we considered from that mistake. Now, 8 out of 10, Gabriel makes that block. He misses it once. Oh, Gabriel is looking shaky. I'm keeping a keen eye on Gabriel. Let's not do that. The partnership between Gabriel and Saliba, the proof is in the pudding. It's a solid one. They have the best defensive partnership. Unfortunately, because they've not won the league, we are going to disrespect them. They had the most clean sheet last season. Individually, they are solid as a rock. As a partnership, extremely solid. And I will admit, Gabriel looks clumsy sometimes. I'm not going to deny that fact, but doesn't stop him from being a top class defender. If Arsenal made him available for a transfer, top clubs will jump on it. Let's stop disrespecting our players and expecting the impossible. What's impossible? To think that even Saliba doesn't make a mistake. Come on, Saliba have considered penalties. As much as we see, Saliba has that aura of invisibility around it, which is fine, but doesn't mean he's invincible. See, let's be practical. Let's not be delusional. Having the aura of invincibility doesn't make you invincible. It's just an aura. It's a perception, mental perception. Doesn't mean you're invincible. The fact that we've seen some clumsy moments from Gabriel doesn't stop him from being a top class defender. On the ball, visually and aesthetically, Saliba is better than Gabriel. And that gives him that subconscious bias towards him. And visually, Gabriel is a bit clumsy. So it's easy to always look for mistakes from Gabriel. Let's not disrespect Gabriel. He's a solid top class defender. And regarding the fact that I'm hearing the narrative of against Villa, it was a bit clumsy. Villa is a very good team. Can we stop thinking that just because we had the best defensive display last season and the records is there, and we can tell emphatically and empirically that Arsenal is the best defense, doesn't mean we will not concede. Doesn't mean we will not be under pressure sometimes. It's practically impossible. There'll be moments where we'll suffer, the moment when we'll look a bit shaky. It's impossible to expect us to be flawless. The goal, one more time, is to be better and make lesser mistake than the opposition. And I'm tired of people thinking the teams we play are a bunch of scrubs. They have good players. Rogers was good against us. For Aston Villa, Billy was good. When we played Brighton have very good players. We saw Joao Pedro had a very, very good game against us. They have good. These teams have good players, even though we have better players. And I understand we should be beating Brighton. I agree 100%. We should be beating Brighton. But unfortunately, we saw the ton of events that happened. The Claret red card, the shenanigans from the referee. We had to play the second half with 10 men against 11. It's tough against a good team that can hold on to the ball for long periods of the time. A team that can pass, a team that are press resistant like Brighton. Let's not neglect these things. These are not excuses. These are reasons. There's difference between excuses and reasons. So let's stop scapegoating our players because we didn't get the desired result. The desired result we should have won. Unfortunately, we drew. 7 points out of 9 is not even average. It's not a disaster. I understand the fear of Man City, but while we're exaggerating this fear of Man City, we're acting as if Man City will go invincible this season. If I ask you guys why are we exaggerating the importance of Man City, will you place a bet on Man City not losing a game this season or not drawing a game? You won't. But somehow, because we've drawn against Brighton, our title hopes and charges over. After 3 games, I will come on, let's not do that. I was disappointed. Yes, I'm very disappointed. I preferred all 3 points. But in the context of what happened during the game, it's better not to lose it. And we didn't lose it. See, the hypocrisy of most fans, including Arsenal fans, is that we didn't lose that game. Thank God we didn't lose that game. If I lost that game, they will change the narrative that at least don't lose it. Even though you win that 10 man, at least get a draw. Now I've gotten a draw, they are still angry. Like, stop moving the goalposts and moving the argument. Yes, it's a disappointing result, but things happen. Especially once we look at the fact that the referee's decision was very influential in this game. Let's stop scapegoating Gabriel. Does he look clumsy sometimes? Yes, he looks clumsy. It doesn't mean he's a clumsy defender. On the ball, he's not as smooth as Saliba. So it's easy subconsciously. You have to catch yourself to exaggerate him being clumsy. And because Saliba is smooth on the ball, it's easy to exaggerate the flawlessness of Saliba. Saliba may be making some mistakes, making some bad judgments sometimes, but he gets away with it because subconsciously we tend to be more lenient to Saliba because of his smoothness on the ball, his silkiness on the ball. It's a Rolls Royce, right? It's easy to be more lenient and more gracious. And it's easy to go into the scapegoating mode when it comes to Gabriel. We have to be sensible. Should Gabriel have done better? Yes, I agree. But at the same time, Gabriel has done great tackles, great blocks for us, but he won't get every tackle and every block every time. It's impossible. It's impossible. You guys are asking for impossible. Even Saliba doesn't get every tackle right. So let's not do that. No, let's not do that. Give Gabriel his respect. Let's not start a narrative to scapegoat Gabriel and exaggerate what he has done wrong, quote unquote, because we drew against Brighton. Because there is a tendency to overly microanalyze in hindsight if you don't get your desired result. Analyzing from hindsight, especially when you get the result, is one of the things I don't like, especially from low IQ individuals. Because you take away all the context, you begin to push narratives and run agendas. In hindsight, Gabriel should have done better, Saliba should have done better, but it is what it is. Like I said one more time, we are not playing against scrubs. Other teams have good players too. Give them their credit when they do something good. 9 out of 10, that pass will go through that midfield like that. 10 out of 10. But it goes through that midfield. Suddenly, Gabriel and Saliba, the space was so wide. They should have narrowed it. But they've been playing like that. I don't get caught out like that. They've been playing like that. I don't get caught out like that. One moment it goes through, they shouldn't be doing that. Let's not analyze hindsight. Especially when you're doing it in bad faith. Let's not do that. So Gabriel is not clumsy as much as people are making it to say he's a top. See, as much as people are shouting, maybe we should try Calafiori. It's easy because we have options now. We want to abuse the optionality of having Calafiori. I'm not saying you shouldn't try Calafiori there, but we know the partnership of Gabriel and Saliba is solid. There's nothing that guarantees us that a partnership with Calafiori and Saliba will be solid, because when it comes to central defensive pairing, partnerships are very important. So as much as we have options, doesn't guarantee that a partnership will work. Let's be sensible. So let me know what you think regarding that. Like the video on your way out, subscribe if you're new here, and make sure you turn on the notification bell. Very, very important. Let me know what you think about the exaggerated analysis on Gabriel being overly clumsy. Let me know what you think about it objectively. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.